Your data is not secure when you're browsing online. People are tracking you, and your ISP is tracking you. Hi, my name is Connor. I am majoring in network infrastructure and cloud computing, and I'm here to tell you today why you need a VPN. Let's start off with defining what a VPN is. A virtual private network. The purpose of the VPN is to hide your IP address. An IP address, it's to differentiate a different device, an end device to be exact, on a network. Every device gets a unique IP address. For example, my laptop here, that has its own individual IP address. This iPhone has its own individual IP address. Heck, even my Google Home Mini has an IP address. It's an end device that connects to the internet, so it has its own IP address. What can you do if an IP address is misused? Well, if your IP address is given out and misused by other people, they can hack into your network, they can track everything you do on a device. They can track where your device is located with GPS function. So that's why it's important that we hide it. In what circumstances, you might ask, do you want to hide your IP address? The most common answer is when you're doing nefarious activities, such as when you're pirating films, music, etc. Not everyone does that with a VPN though. A lot of people who use a VPN just simply use the VPN to hide their IP address when they're browsing the internet in a public place. Now, what are the risks associated with having an exposed IP address? Well, like I said, people can get access to your devices. They can find out quite a bit about your device. For example, my IP address on this phone, should I choose to have an IP address shown on my phone in public, my IP address would be shown as whatever. And there'd be no way of stopping people from tracking where that device is located. It takes that signal, that IP address, it takes your IP address, and it puts it into the VPN, and it comes out with a new IP address. An IP address that has never been used before. However, it's an IP address that can hide your current IP address. So for example, if your current IP address is 192.168.2.5, this IP address could be 755.821.6.8. That way, if someone wants to try get access to your device location from this IP address, it can hide that, and it will hide your location. Another brilliant thing about IP addresses, which a lot of people do use VPNs for, you can spoof the location of your IP address. So you could say you're anywhere in the world because the IP address will tell you that. So if you're using sites like Netflix or Amazon Prime Video, you stick on your VPN and it'll give you all the shows from that location. What VPNs do I recommend? The one I recommend is IP Vanish. Now, hold on. Before you say anything, this is not sponsored. They did not pay me anything to say this. I'm just saying this because it's the VPN I have most experience with. And this thing doesn't cost a whole lot. I know there's services like WeVPN, NordVPN, all those. Those are brilliant for the people who use them. But for me, IP Vanish works the best. I can connect up to 5 devices to it with my one subscription. Once a year I subscribe, and all my devices are covered between my 10-year-old laptop and my brand new Windows laptop and my iPhone and my iPad. Everything is covered from that one thing. So that is why you need a VPN. Don't do anything else before you get a VPN. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, or follow me on Twitter and Instagram and we can talk about this there. My name is Connor and I'll catch you next one.